The quiet between notifications. The first sign something was wrong wasn't the noise. It was the silence. Evan noticed it as he stood at the kitchen sink, staring at his phone while the faucet ran. No notification buzzed. No group chat chimed. No delivery truck groaned past the house. Even the dog Rex wasn't padding across the tile like he always did when water ran. The silence pressed against his ears until he shut off the faucet. "Claire?" he called. No answer. From the living room, the TV glowed blue, paused on a streaming menu. Their daughter's tablet lay face down on the couch. Rex sat rigid by the back door, ears flat, eyes fixed on the dark glass as if something stood just beyond it. Evan felt a tightening in his chest. Modern houses were never truly quiet. They hummed. They breathed. This one felt like it was holding its breath. He checked his phone again. No service. That made no sense. They lived 10 minutes outside the city. Full bars, always. "Claire?" he called again, louder. Footsteps sounded upstairs. Relief washed over him just as Claire appeared at the top of the stairs, holding their 6-year-old daughter, Lily. "You feel that?" Claire asked. "What?" "The house," she said. "It's off." Before Evan could answer, Rex growled. Not a bark, not a whine. A low, warning sound Evan had only heard once before, years ago, when a stranger tried to open their car door at a gas station. Evan moved to the back door and peered into the yard. Nothing. The fence stood intact. The motion lights were off. Their neighbor's house beyond the trees was dark. Then Lily spoke. "Daddy," she whispered, clutching Claire's shoulder. "Who's the man in the trees?" Evan's pulse spiked. "There's no man," he said, forcing calm. "It's getting dark. You're just seeing shadows." But Rex's growl deepened, and the motion lights snapped on. The man didn't move when the light hit him. He stood just beyond the fence line, partially obscured by branches, his face pale and expressionless. He wore dark clothes, too dark, too clean, and he stared directly at the house. At Evan. Claire gasped. Evan reached for his phone again, swiping frantically. Still nothing. "Get Lily upstairs," Evan said. "Lock the door." "What are you?" "Now." Claire didn't argue. She turned and ran. Lily's arms wrapped tight around her neck. Evan grabbed the fireplace poker and yanked open the back door. "Hey!" he shouted. "Get off my property!" The man smiled. Then he stepped back into the trees and vanished. The motion lights flicked off. The silence returned. Evan stood frozen, heart hammering, until Rex bolted past him into the yard, barking furiously. "Rex!" Evan shouted. Too late. The dog disappeared into the darkness. They waited 10 minutes before Evan grabbed the car keys. "We can't just sit here," Claire said. "We need help." They strapped Lily into the back seat, Evan scanning the tree line as he opened the garage. The garage door whined upward and stopped halfway. The power cut out, total darkness. Then, a phone buzzed. Not Evan's, Claire's. She looked down, face draining of color. "What?" Evan asked. She turned the screen toward him. "Unknown number. Your dog is brave, but he won't stay brave long." Lily started crying. Evan slammed the garage door manually and ushered them back into the house, locking every door behind them. Another message arrived. "A game, Evan. You stay inside. We watch. If you leave, Rex dies." "How does he know your name?" Claire whispered. Evan didn't answer, because he already knew. 3 years ago, Evan had testified against a man involved in a tech-based stalking ring, people who used data, cameras, and hacked devices to track victims. The ringleader disappeared before sentencing. Evan thought it was over. It wasn't. The TV clicked on. Static filled the room. Then an image appeared. Their backyard. A live feed. Rex lay tied to a tree, barking and snapping, unharmed but terrified. A voice spoke from the speakers. Calm. Amused. "You built a smart home," the voice said. "So did I." The rules came quickly. No police, no neighbors, no internet. Every 15 minutes, Evan had to complete a task sent to their phones. Tasks that proved they were watching, listening, obeying. Turn off the lights. Open the fridge. Say your daughter's full name out loud. Each task was followed by a new camera angle. Inside the house, upstairs, the hallway. Cameras Evan never installed. Claire shook, holding Lily close. He can see everything. Not everything, Evan said. He noticed something the man hadn't. The house's old security camera installed years ago, analog, offline, still pointed at the backyard. The man didn't know about it. The next message buzzed. Final round. The TV feed switched. Rex struggled against his bindings as the man stepped into frame, finally close enough for Evan to see his face clearly. Older, thinner, eyes hollow. Come outside, the man said. Alone. Evan picked up the poker. No, Claire whispered. You can't. Evan kissed Lily's forehead. Close your eyes when Daddy leaves. He stepped outside. The air was cold, sharp. The man stood by Rex, holding a knife loosely at his side. You should have stayed silent, he said. Evan raised the poker and smashed the old camera mounted under the eaves. The porch light flared. The man stiffened. What did you do? He snapped. Evan smiled for the first time that night. I took away your eyes. Claire slammed the back door open and blasted the car alarm with the remote. Sirens wailed. Lights flashed. Noise exploded into the night. The man lunged. Rex broke free. Chaos followed, snapping teeth, shouting. The man stumbling back as Rex latched onto his arm. Evan tackled him. By the time police arrived, alerted by neighbors drawn to the noise, the man was bleeding, restrained, and screaming about watchers and games. Weeks later, the house felt normal again, mostly. The Wi-Fi worked. The lights responded. The silence returned to being just silence. One evening, Evan sat on the couch, Rex asleep at his feet, Lily drawing beside him. His phone buzzed. A notification. System update complete. Evan stared at it for a long time. Then he turned the phone face down. Some games, he knew now, never truly ended.